Okay, I feel very awkward as you're watching.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, guys? Alright, I'm back with another video.
What?
I can't keep a straight face. But anyways, it is a beautiful day in April during this corona-cation. And we have the base model. It's finally out of hibernation. Except it never really hibernated because I didn't do anything on it all winter. So I had a bunch of footage I recorded about putting my race seat in. And the footage is all jumbled. So I'm just going to kind of like do a fresh slate, right? So let's go around here and we'll see the final product. So right now I have the interior apart. I stripped the interior, cleaned up some wiring, cleaned up some rust, blah blah blah. A little more wiring left to clean up, but I put my race seat in. So the seat I ended up going with was the Sparco Grid Q. I really like this seat because A, it's a decent size and it looks very and minimalistic, and B, the Velcro is adjustable. And not the bolsters have Velcro on them. So most race seats, the bolsters are a part of the seat, but for this, you can, you know, take the Velcro off if you're a bigger person, or add some more Velcro. You could buy it from Sparco if you were a smaller person. So with this seat, I'm gonna put harnesses in, and as you can see, the rear is completely stripped. So me and my friend Adrian are going to weld a cage in. We should be picking up the tubing sometime next week, and then we're gonna put a cage in there. After the cage, we're gonna put the harnesses in. So this, for the seat, Sparco, when they ship you the seat, they don't give you hardware. So this is just grade 10 M8 by 1.0 bolts from Menards. So I just have one for each side. I have the seat on the highest setting, which was perfect for me, but the height is adjustable. In case you are a taller person, you have longer legs, whatever. And then the seat rail I went with was the Buddy Club low down, or I guess super low down seat rail. And the reason I went with this seat rail was because it is a bolt-on affair. So instead of having, so normally when you have a race seat, you have to buy a seat bracket, and then if you just have the seat bracket and your seat mounts, then the seat is fixed. But if you want it adjustable, then you have to buy sliders. So for everything, you're looking at like $200, $250 depending on how you go about it. But in this case, this seat rail was $170, and it just bolts to the seat, and then it bolts right on to stock Mazda 3 seat mounts. So this seat rail is vehicle specific as well. So one weird little quirk I had to do, I had to slot them out just to force the seat a little more to the right, because I was a little off center when I first put the seat in. Not sure if that was install error or what, but if you guys do buy this seat rail, just be aware that is something you may have to do. And then small flex, FIA compliant. Even though I'm not going to be an official race car driver, it's still nice to have. So that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully we'll be building the roll cage. See you later.